In this episode, Apple lost the next iPhone, Geeky Temptations, 16 slick, sick, or stunning workstations, Apple buys Siri, gets basic search to challenge Google, HP buys Palm, and Google confirms Android 2.2 will support Flash. Quicksurf Internet Media presents the Geekinator, talking about all things tech and geek. Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm your host Adrian, coming to you almost live from lovely Phoenix, Arizona, here in Studio C1 at Quicksurf Internet Media. The Geekinator is a proud member of the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here. Do feel free to head on over to www.techpodcast.com. And if there's anything you like about my shows, there are certainly other technology-related shows over there that you'll like as well. Let's go ahead and get into the stories for the Geekinator Season 3, Episode 8. The first story that we're going to talk about is probably the biggest story. Essentially, Gizmodo has come up with what may arguably be the largest Apple scoop in the history of Apple. Essentially, what has happened is an Apple engineer accidentally left his next generation iPhone in a bar in California, and it inevitably ended up in Gizmodo's hands. There's a lot of controversy surrounding it. I've included a link in the show notes to a Gizmodo page that has basically links to all the sub stories that are going on around this. But basically, they discover the phone, they dissect it, they dispel a lot of how Apple lost it. Apple confirms it's their phone. They send a letter to Gizmodo asking for it back, and then Apple calls the cops and has an editor at Gizmodo's computers seized, and it's now in process. We'll be keeping an eye on this, obviously, and as things develop, we will discuss. Let's talk about our sponsor for this episode, GoToAssist Express. If you provide technical support to clients, colleagues, friends, or family, have you found an easy, cost-effective way without being there in person? The best way for me to provide technical support is to do it online with GoToAssist Express. I've been able to help friends learn how to use new software and fix family computer problems without being there in person. GoToAssist Express lets you easily view and control any other computer online so you can quickly resolve technical issues. Whether you're in customer support, technical consulting, or management, or just a computer guru, GoToAssist Express will help you increase revenue, reduce travel and support time, and service more clients. It's brought to you by Citrix. You know GoToAssist Express will be easy and secure. My listeners can try GoToAssist Express free for 30 days. For this special offer, visit gotoassist.com/techpodcast. I repeat, my listeners can try GoToAssist Express free for 30 days. For this special offer, visit gotoassist.com/techpodcast. From Web Urbanist, there's this really cool article I ran across. It's entitled Geeky Temptation, 16 slick, sick, and stunning workstations. You have to see this. There's some workstations in here I wish I had. They start off here with the Globus workstation. It kind of looks like a bunch of globy type stuff. Pretty cool. Coffee office workstation, flower bud workstation. This is particularly neat the way this one works. The Corner V1 workstation. This is pretty awesome. The Mac powered organic workstation. I'm not so sure I'd want that particular one. The Workspace treadmill. This is for those of you who like to get a lot of exercise done, apparently. Riziki Teresa's Go workstation, again another exercise type workstation. The Young Explorer workstation, this is pretty neat. It's for little kids. Study Bed in Motion. Battle Rig Pro, this is pretty neat. Supine workstation, looks like it would be very easy to fall asleep in. And then MIW is my individual workstation. This is like one of those super configurable workstations. Office Organics Ergo Quest 500 looks pretty neat. Aura workstation, which I've actually looked at getting myself at one point, and they're just too expensive, unfortunately. The Gravitatus workstation, which looks like it could be hazardous to use. The Emperor workstation, which is just awesome looking. It's all good stuff. Definitely check it out. I mean, these are obviously high-end workstations. This is not something you're going to pick up at Walmart or Target or IKEA or any place like that. These are pretty high-end, very expensive, customized type, unique and customized type workstations, but still pretty cool. Definitely check it out. From Electronista, there's a story here. Apple buys Siri, gets basic search to challenge Google. An FTC filing today revealed that Apple has quietly bought out Siri. The deal gives Apple, the creator of an iPhone personal assistant app that can automatically handle common tasks through searches, such as hailing a cab or buying tickets for a movie at a nearby theater. Apple hasn't publicly confirmed the deal outside of the FTC or mentioned its terms. So it's kind of interesting. I've not actually used Siri, so I'm not sure how this is all going to play out, or even what Apple's planning to do with it outside of potentially it gives them a leg up on Google and their search. But pretty interesting stuff. Definitely check it out. From Engadget, HP buys Palm. This is unexpected. I would have thought HTC would have bought Palm, or some other company would have bought Palm, or Palm would have gone by the wayside. They've been having a lot of struggles just getting revenue, and they've been having a lot of struggles. And this is particularly shocking how much HP bought Palm for. They've just announced they're acquiring Palm to the tune of $1.2 billion, which works out to the $5.70 per share of Palm's common stock. The deal is planned to close by January 31st, which marks the end of HP's third fiscal quarter of the year. So, again, lots of stuff to work out. Should be pretty interesting. Mashable has a story here entitled, Google confirms Android 2.2 will support Flash. In an interview with the New York Times, Google's Andy Rubin revealed that the upcoming version of the Android mobile operating system will fully support Flash technology, codenamed Froyo. Adobe showed us Android 2.2 with Flash 10.1 on a Nexus 1 last month. According to Rubin, Google's definition of openness means not being militant about the things consumers are actually enjoying. This pointed commentary about Apple's HTML5 robust attitude towards supporting Flash, or even allowing developers to use Flash when making applications on Apple mobile devices. Google, at least based on our perception of the company's public face, seems more focused on the interoperability, compatibility, and diversity of user experience. Pretty cool stuff. I'm curious to see what it's going to do for battery life, but as with all things, only time will tell. You got to get the devices out there and actually have Flash running on them out in the real world before you see how this will really pan out and how much it'll actually be used. That'll pretty much do it for this edition of the Geekinator. As always, I thank you for listening and watching. And you can follow me online, Adrian_Bacon at Twitter. It's twitter.com/Adrian_Bacon. Visit us on the web, quicksurf.com. You can shoot me an email, geekinator@quicksurf.com. And everything we've talked about is linked up in the show notes, so just visit us on the web. You can also get the full RSS feeds for the iPod version and the HD version of the video, so definitely check those out. And with that, I will see all of you on the next episode. See you then. Bye.